So this question was asked in GATE 2014. Okay. For a single phase 2 winding transformer, the supply frequency and voltage are both increased by 10%. Now the percentage changes in the hysteresis and eddy current losses respectively are. Okay. So you have to find out the percentage change in the hysteresis and eddy current losses. So this model of questions are very important because they are often asked. Okay. So this one is a direct question, but using the same concept there will be some complex problems also asked. Okay. So understanding these concept is very important. So the hysteresis and the eddy current losses, they form the core losses. Okay, or also called as iron losses, which are constant with respect to the load, that is they do not change with the load. So the core losses is equal to the hysteresis plus the eddy current losses. Okay. Now this hysteresis loss, that is denoted by PH. Okay. So this is given by KH into F into Bm to the power x. Here KH is a constant, F is the frequency, and Bm is the maximum flux density. Okay. So this is the maximum value of the flux density. Okay. And x is the Steinmetz constant. So this is usually taken as 1.6. Next, the eddy current loss PE, this is given by KE into F square into Bm square. Okay. So here also KE is some constant, F is the frequency, Bm is the maximum flux density. Okay. So this is the eddy current loss and this is the hysteresis loss. So you can see that these are expressed in terms of frequency F and the max flux density Bm. Okay. Now we want to express in terms of the voltage. So in order to express in terms of voltage, we have to use the EMF equation, which is E is equal to root 2 pi F into N phi M. Okay. So what is F is the frequency, N is the number of turns of the winding, and F phi M is the maximum flux. Bm is the maximum flux density, while phi M is the maximum flux. Okay. And phi M is given by Bm into A. What is A? A is the cross sectional area of the core. So E you can write as root 2 pi F N into Bm into A. So we can write Bm is equal to E by root 2 pi F in N into A. Okay. So this expression for Bm you can substitute in both these equations. Okay. So that you can get the hysteresis and eddy current losses in terms of the voltage. So the hysteresis losses will become PH is equal to KH F into E by root 2 pi F N A to the power x. Okay. So you can see that root 2 pi N and A, these are all constants. Okay. So this you can write as the hysteresis losses are proportional to the frequency and the voltage by frequency to the power x. Okay. So this will be PH proportional to F to the power 1 minus x into E to the power x. Okay. So this is how the hysteresis losses will depend on the frequency and the voltage of the supply. Okay. Similarly, the eddy current losses, this will be equal to PE is equal to KE F square into E by root 2 pi F N A whole square. Okay. So here also root 2 pi N and A, these are constants, KE is also constant. So the eddy current loss PE will be proportional to F square into E by F whole square. This means that the eddy current losses is proportional to the square of the voltage. Okay. So this is how the voltage and the frequency will affect the hysteresis and the eddy current losses at the constant Bm, that is constant maximum flux density. Okay. But if Bm is varying, okay, then these equations won't hold. So you have to take care of this. At constant Bm, the dependence of hysteresis and eddy current losses on the voltage and frequency is given by these two equations. So now coming back to the question, we have to find out the percentage change in hysteresis and eddy current losses. Okay. So let us say the initial frequency was F1, voltage be V1 and the hysteresis loss be PH1 and the eddy current loss be PE1. This is the initial case. Okay. And next what happened? The frequency and voltage are increased by 10%. Okay. So if initial voltage is V1, then V1 plus 10% of V1, which will be 0.1 V1. So this will be the new voltage V2. Okay. So this is 1.1 V1. Similarly, the frequency is also increased by 10%. So this will be equal to 1.1 F1. So now we have to find out PH2 and PE2 in terms of PH1 and PE1. So what did we discuss? The hysteresis loss is proportional to the frequency to the power 1 minus x and the voltage power x. What is x? It is the Steinmetz constant, which is usually 1.6. Okay. So PH is proportional to F to the power minus 0.6 and into B to the power 1.6. So PH1 by PH2 you can write as F1 to the power minus 0.6 into V1 to the power 1.6 divided by F2 to the power minus 0.6 into V2 to the power 1.6. Okay. So this you can write as F1 by F2 you can write as 1.1 F1 whole to the power minus 0.6 into V1 by V2 is 1.1 V1 to the power 1.6. So this F1 will get cancelled, V1 will get cancelled. This if you calculate you will get 0.909. Now how do you find the percentage change in the hysteresis losses? This is given by the difference in losses PH2 minus PH1 divided by PH1. Okay, into 100 will give you the percentage. So PH2 you can write as PH1 by 0.909 minus PH1 divided by PH1. Here PH1 will be cancelled, it is in the numerator as well as the denominator, right? So this you will get finally as 0.1 into 100, which is 10%. So this means that there is 10% increase. This is 10% increase in the hysteresis losses. Next we will see the eddy current losses PE. So we know that PE is proportional to the square of voltage. It is independent of the frequency, right? So PE1 by PE2 will be equal to V1 square by V2 square. Okay. So this will be equal to V1 by V2 will be 1.1 V1 whole square. V1 will get cancelled. So this if you calculate you will get 0.826. Okay. So PE1 by PE2 will be equal to 0.826. So now how do you find the percentage change in the eddy current losses? This is given by PE2 minus PE1 divided by PE1 into 100. Okay. So this will be equal to PE1 divided by 0.826 minus PE1 divided by PE1. into 100 will give you the percentage. Okay. So this, if you calculate PE1 will be cancelled because it is both there in the numerator as well as denominator. So this will be equal to 21%. Okay. So there is 21% rise in the eddy current losses. So there is a 10% rise in the hysteresis losses and there is a 21% rise in the eddy current losses. Okay, that means the change is plus 10 and the change in eddy current losses is plus 21. So this is nothing but option A.